weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry of the game for Zamir White. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
And cycle.
Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a run by White. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They stay on the ground with White. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he lost the football. And some room to work.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, confused.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Right, 97. Right, 2.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's White. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Two and now, 3rd and goal. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Working with a 2nd and 3. Off of play action, here's Lance. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Lance. And open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Niners at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
From the 39, Lance. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Lance now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready.
2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And this one's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Ready?
Now Lance again. And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown 49ers. Joe Smith, 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Ready, set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here we go.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and unforced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Here we go, set. Ready, hello.
Here's Tua. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lance. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. Got a man open, it's Ross. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Pick it up. Ultra.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as it... the end line.
Okay, ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now a play fake. Lance. He's got Smith here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Lance now on first down. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Second down, here's Davis Price. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Ultra. Go ultra.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Lance going to keep it on the option. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and through. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach. And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua, this one left side, caught by Patterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ball is red.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Nick Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On 2nd and 9, Lance. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing when you start.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it, and the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Niners take over 1st down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Read option. Here's Davis Price.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Lance.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Here we go.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And now here is another interception. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw, it's Lance. This is Smith with a grab. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll run with Mitchell, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
On the double.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now in this last one, a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Lance back to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is
intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
a lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Lance now on first down. The throw out to Ross. He's got it.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Lance.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Off of play action, here's Lance. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Niners, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.